This is Japan's famed Mount Midoriyama, the world's most difficult obstacle course. Over the past 15 years, thousands of competitors have taken on this beast, but only 3 have ever conquered it. No American has ever defeated Mount Midoriyama.
Mount Midoriyama showing no mercy.
Oh, doesn't get it.
And the dream is over.
But this year, that could all change, because for the first time ever, this mother of all obstacle courses has come to America, and more athletes than ever before are ready to take it on. Competitors from 6 different regions across the country will run qualifying courses, but only the top 100 competitors who embody athletic talent, mental fortitude, and single-minded commitment will earn the right to advance to the finals in Las Vegas. There, the fabled course has been constructed, brutal obstacle by brutal obstacle. The fastest American to conquer Mount Midoriyama will not only make history, but will walk away with a $500,000 prize. Tonight in Miami, Florida, the Southeast qualifying round continues as we search for the top 30 competitors who will move on to the regional finals. Nearly half our competitors have already run.
Oh, a little stumble.
Many finding defeat early on this unforgiving course.
Oh, he's out.
But 8 athletes defied the odds and found the finish line.
Oh, my goodness.
Including Cameron Wembley, the NFL defensive end for the Tennessee Titans.
He does it.
And Drew Dreschel, overcoming injury to put up the fastest time of any Southeast qualifiers so far.
Dreschel is back.
Still to run, 2 returning veterans of Mount Midoriyama. Travis Rosen, a family man from Tennessee and previous NCAA All-American gymnast. And David Flip Rodriguez, Miami native and a hometown favorite. This masked ninja has pushed his parkour training harder than ever for his goal of total victory. Also, Bull Bullard of the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters. The sports entertainer is out to prove that it's more than just fancy ball skills that make him a slam dunk in any arena. Who will make it to our top 30 and move on to the Southeast Regional Finals? Find out right now on American Ninja Warrior.
Welcome back to Miami for more of the Southeast Regional qualifying round of American Ninja Warrior. I'm Matt Eisman alongside Olympic gold medalist Jonny Moseley, and the best athletes from 5 other regions across America have already secured their spot in Las Vegas. We're here in Miami at Florida International University to find out who from the Southeast will be joining them.
Well, half this field of hundreds has already taken their shot at the course. And so far, only 8 athletes have completed it.
That's right, and at the top of the list is Drew Dreschel, flying through this course in a minute 2. Behind him is level 10 gymnast Ben Wicks at 118.57. And at number 3, it's the NFL pro Tennessee Titan Cameron Wembley. Those currently on the leaderboard have positioned themselves to move on to the regional finals. Those spots are far from guaranteed because there's a long list of athletes waiting to claim their own spot in the top 30. None more eager than hometown favorite David Flip Rodriguez, who's with Angela's son right now.
We're here in the warm-up area with one of our veteran competitors. Does having the hometown crowd make you more comfortable going into this?
A little nervous, a little more nervous just because I have a standard with them, so they expect me to do pretty good. So just a little more nervous, but not too much.
And where is your signature mask?
It's hidden away right now. It hasn't been seen, so you guys will see it when it comes into the course.
Ooh, well, we're very excited. We'll be waiting in anticipation to see it. So good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Guys, back up to you.
Thanks, Angela. Well, it's time to kick off the action. First up in the starting blocks is Jonny Haislip, a 38-year-old sanitation worker from Front Royal, Virginia.
Well, he says he's one of the strongest men in the world. Well, look at him bend that steel bar, then take a bowling ball to the stomach. Oh, man. He's also got some decent parkour skills, which will definitely come in handy on this course.
I like that. Bending a steel bar and using the 2-footed technique to get right through the quad steps. In addition to his strength, Tommy practices Taekwondo and Karate.
Well, let's see if the balance required for martial arts helps on the bungee bridge.
Oh! And a very cautious 4 appendage attack there moving through.
Well, he needs a big bounce here on the jump. Oh, doesn't get it.
Even close. Johnny, where did he go wrong?
Well, he only took one step towards the mini tramp and didn't get the elevation clearly that he needed. Ended up reaching for the cargo net with just one arm, and that's not gonna do it.
I need more work on the trampolines.
Up next is 31-year-old Shaolin Kung Fu instructor Daniel Venegas from Bonita Springs, Florida.
Well, Matt, just like American Ninja Warrior, Kung Fu requires strength, coordination, and discipline. And judging by his submission video, Daniel has all of those qualities. Tonight, his opponent will be the course, though. Let's see if he can summon his inner Bruce Lee.
Wow, there we go. Going nicely through the quad steps. Oh, and Daniel goes down quickly. Looks like he took a nice shot to the face on that fourth quad step.
He just landed very low on the third step, tried to adjust, and pays for it big time right there.
Well, Bruce Lee says be like the nature of water, and that's what he's doing right there. But over on the sidelines, you can see Bull Bullard. He'll be the first ever Harlem Globetrotter to attempt the course. Guess he's warming up for his run as only he can. We'll see him later on. Next up, a 40-year-old physical therapist out of Gainesville, Florida, Joyce Shabazz. There's Joyce's husband, Mark, with their daughters here to root for their mom. And in true family spirit, he will be running the course right after Joyce.
My name is Joyce Shabazz. I'm 40. I'm a physical therapist, and I'm also a strength and conditioning coach.
I'm Mark Shabazz. I'm 43 years old. My wife, Joyce, she's an inspiration to me, actually. Both my wife and my kids are big inspirations to me. We've been watching the show for years, and we've been real big fans. And our kids have always said, Mom and Dad, you should do this.
We've always joked about doing it, but...
And then, lo and behold, Drew Dreshel came into our lives.
He got hurt in Japan. He ended up hurting his knee, and one of our surgeons did his surgery.
Joyce knew who he was when he walked in the door.
And I was like, oh.
She actually picked me out on the list because she knew about American Ninja Warrior and she knew the name sounded familiar.
Drew's actually a really nice guy. I helped him out with his rehab, and throughout the process, we talked a little bit. He invited us to his gym. And I said, we should learn to do this. And for us, it's a group activity, and it's the one thing I want my kids to know is that we support them in anything that they ever want to do, and to always let them know that they're strong. I think that's been a problem that I've seen with a lot of girls that were just really afraid to kind of assert themselves. And when this season came out, Drew basically went up to my husband and I were like, you guys are submitting videos.
She's very strong, she's very fast, very agile.
And my husband jumped all over that opportunity.
I'm like, I'm trying out.
I've got some tough competition now.
I'm gonna be the first American Ninja Warrior.
Because she's a badass.
They've been a fan of the show for years, and finally they got themselves in. Here she goes.
A little stumble on the quad steps.
Excellent.
Good job. Real good recovery.
I have a lot of confidence that she'll get through this log grip, considering her upper body strength.
Women sometimes have trouble, arms not long, tough to get a good grip, but she's through it.
No problem.
And looking strong. Onto the bungee bridge. A slow pace, not a bad idea there. Don't want to make a simple mistake.
Right.
But this is so tough for so many women. The jump from that mini tramp onto the cargo net and the jump hang.
It's a long distance. It's 10 feet. She's got to get a lot of spring.
Oh!
Nice!
And a real good jump to the third rung.
She looks really strong right now. I'll bet she's thinking in her mind that was the biggest obstacle for her, and I feel like you could see it in her face.
But a little tangled on the cargo net, up and over. We see that cargo net, though, it can be draining. People forget that takes a lot of your energy, and that can come back to haunt you later in the course.
Yeah, especially right now. Now, the mini tramp here, she has to clear 11 feet, so it's a foot more than she just did for that jump hang, and she has to be precise. She's got to get to one single spot.
The crowd very much behind Joyce. Oh, just came up short. What a phenomenal run. Joyce Shabazz put on a great show, won over a lot of fans here in Miami, but Johnny, what went wrong on the jump?
Well, she just didn't get enough downward pressure when she hit the mini tramp, and as a result, didn't get enough bounce to lift her to that first ring, which is 11 feet away. What a great run, though. I know her husband and kids have to be proud.
Haven't had to jump that high, so it was definitely an experience. Needed to hit the trampoline, I think, a little bit more, and I was close. I felt my fingers close to it, but just didn't quite have enough.
Well, she has to be proud of that run, and now her husband has to be nervous. He's a 43-year-old digital media professor and professional computer nerd, Mark Shabazz. Now the pressure is on to match his wife's performance. And Mark Shabazz off and running. A nice job, 2-foot technique through the quad steps, real capable, real solid.
Shouldn't have a problem on this log grip, I suspect, considering, you know, they train a lot of rock climbing in Drew's gym.
On to the bungee bridge. Oh, a little stumble. Now, I called him a computer nerd. He is also a black belt in Gung Fu, so I wouldn't say it to his face.
All right, here we go. Oh!
And
So,
came up short on the jump. Johnny, what did he do wrong on the mini tramp?
He got an okay bounce, but he was only able to get his fingertips onto the cargo net, and then it's just gravity took over from there.
My wife kicked my butt, but that's okay. She rocked.
And look at Joyce. His wife is down there celebrating.
She is laughing.
What kind of sick relationship is that? I guess she's enjoying claiming the ninja title in the Shabazz household, that's for sure.
Oh, I know. He's going to have 365 days till he gets another shot on this course where she bested him.
That's awesome.
It's okay. It's okay.
So no new names on the leaderboard. Mount Midoriyama vet Drew Dreschel still holds the top spot with a blistering time of 102.24. Level 10 gymnast Ben Wicks is in second, and NFL defensive end Cameron Wimbley is in third. Coming up, Jacob Seiler, nicknamed Phoenix, hopes to blaze his way through the course. And later, American Ninja Warrior veteran Travis Rosen attempts to vault to the top of the leaderboard. Watch when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to Miami for more of the Southeast Regional qualifying round of American Ninja Warrior. We're cutting a field of hundreds down to the 30 best who will move on to the regional finals, but from there, only 15 will advance to Las Vegas, where they will have a shot at Mount Midoriyama and a shot at a grand prize of $500,000.
We've seen tremendous performances from all over the country, but it wouldn't shock me to see that prize money go to someone from the Southeast if they can solve the dreaded swing circle.
Well, 3 more competitors thought they had a shot of making it through the course, but they couldn't get past the swing circle. This new obstacle is giving these Southeast region athletes a very tough time. Pre-med student Daniel Lopez came close, but ultimately fell short. Not wanting to make the same mistake is Nicholas Hawks, the 24-year-old from Wilmington, North Carolina.
He's an amateur MMA fighter looking to put a beat down on this qualifying course.
And here goes Nicholas. Looking pretty confident on the quad steps.
He's a big guy at 6'1", 180 pounds. Not ideal for obstacles that rely on arm strength to carry your full weight. But he's through.
And through the bungee bridge as well. I think it's safe to say there are no trampolines in MMA.
Well, and here's where 180 pounds is going to cost him. It's hard work to get up to the top of that net. He's doing a solid job, though, but it's taxing.
Up and over, and he's making it through the jump hang. Now onto the swing circle. This is a new obstacle at American Ninja Warrior. Let's see if Nicholas can keep his composure. A nice jump up.
Well, he's got the right idea here. You want to get a huge swing going at the start, get that momentum behind you, and then take it all the way to the end.
And that arm-to-arm technique seems to work well, but it looks like he is now off center.
Yeah, and you see him shouting around. He's seen other people get sideways. It's not good.
So hard to correct once that momentum gets going in the wrong direction.
He's got to get that straightened out, get that momentum going forward. Oh, man.
Just ends up bailing out, saving himself the indignity of getting wet. But Nicholas Hawks is going home nonetheless.
Well, his run started out with a lot of promise, but that side-to-side momentum on the swing circle put him in dire straits. It just wasn't going to happen for him.
Well, there's David Flip Rodriguez. He made a big splash as a rookie last year, making it all the way to stage 2 in Japan. He'll begin his quest for a return later on. On the starting blocks right now, a returning competitor 27-year-old Jacob Seiler, who's no stranger to overcoming obstacles.
My name is Jacob Seiler. I'm from Marietta, Georgia. I am a full-time chiropractic student and a part-time gymnastics coach. I was a gymnast from age 7. My biggest thing is I try and do the most variety of training I can. So rock climbing, gymnastics, parkour, whatever you can think of. Yeah, when I was 7 years old, a reading lamp caught my bunk bed on fire that I was sleeping on the top bunk. I was burnt 36% of my body, mostly on my left leg. I was in the hospital for my hands and my back, and then the right side of my face, and had smoke inhalation damage on my voice where my larynx had scar tissue formed over it. So I was breathing kind of like Darth Vader. It's kind of a humbling experience. I'm excited to be here. I did it last year. I made it to the warped wall, and that knocked me out, so that's gonna be my nemesis this year. When I was a breakdancer, my nickname was Phoenix, which is reborn from the ashes. I think I would have been a completely different person if it wasn't for the house fire. I'm pretty confident for the most part, and I think this is a year for the Phoenix to rise.
Well, what an awesome story of hope and perseverance, Matt. No matter how he does today, Jacob is a true warrior.
And onto the quad steps there. It's like he's clinging on, looks like Spider-Man going through them.
Man, to endure that type of pain has got to make a course like this feel easy, and he is doing a great job here.
And the Phoenix is onto the bungee bridge. Taking a real cautious approach. Just incredible. In 1992, was burned over 36% of his body. And a decent jump from the mini tramp to the cargo net. Thought he was a goner there for a second, Johnny.
Well, it's not quite at the top, but it's close enough, Matt. Getting up and over now. He's surviving.
Well, a nice job there on the jump hang. I didn't think he had enough distance on that mount, but got onto the cargo net and he's through. And a nice jump onto the swing circle.
I like the forward momentum, Matt. He needs to use that to drive himself through. Yes, he is cranking.
Onto the wall lift now. And Jacob Seiler looking very strong.
He said his #1 goal is to conquer this American Ninja Warrior course, and so far he's getting through the qualifying. Let's see if he can get up the warp wall.
Last year, made it to the warp wall, but couldn't get up. Seiler says he's been preparing. Let's see if it pays off. Oh, looked like he had it.
He's very close, only about a foot off. I like what he was doing there. He had good foot position. Just needs a little more oomph.
Second effort.
Oh.
It looks like he's up high enough, just not getting his hands up to the top of that warp wall.
Well, his first attempt, he was able to get a good push. The second one, he slipped when he tried to go for that last reach.
And here it is, the final effort for Jacob Seiler. Oh, and he comes up short. His nemesis, the warp wall, defeats him again.
Well, now he's just going to have to sit and wait. It's a possibility he could get into the top 30, but this southeast region is so strong, it's going to be tight.
Up next, it's another Mount Midoriyama veteran hoping to make his return. Travis Rosen, the 37-year-old stock investor and father of 3 out of Franklin, Tennessee.
Well, Travis has been practicing gymnastics all of his life. He's got some impressive skills that translate nicely to American Ninja Warrior. That explains why he made it all the way to Japan last year, and the pressure is on to do well this year, but you've got to get through this course first.
Wow, look at him go through the quad steps, just almost sailing through them, Johnny. Travis, 37 years old, one of the older competitors. Certainly the oldest who made it to Mount Midoriyama last year.
He was an All-American gymnast at Iowa. Boom, off the trampoline.
Wow, to the top rung. His gymnastics background serving him well.
That's 10 feet from the edge of that trampoline to the top of the cargo net part of the jump hang, and he made it look easy.
As an All-American in the vault, that should be one of his strong techniques, and here he does it again. Oh!
Now you see, he was trying to make up some time there, but that's where we see some veterans make some risky calls and make some careless mistakes, but he recovered.
A real nice job. Not losing it there on the swing circle. Through the wall lift, Travis Rosen in position to have the fastest time of qualifying.
Well, he's going to have to get up that wall pretty quickly.
Has a lot of experience on the warp wall, regrouping, taking his time. And he does it. Travis Rosen is up, and he does it. Travis Rosen's turned in a phenomenal run. Johnny, what'd you think?
He just looked so calm. He even had a little scare at the swing circle when he reached for the second one, but he recovered quickly and just kept moving forward. Very impressive.
Well, let's go to Angela, who's standing by with the father of three.
Travis, congratulations. Impressive run. Had a little bobble on the swing circle. What happened?
I don't know. I was actually going to go immediately right into the second ring. And obviously didn't have enough swing, but just held on tight and was able to fix it.
You were in Japan last year. How confident are you that you'll make it to the Vegas finals?
I definitely have some experience for making it to Japan last year, but you know, there's a great group of guys in this region, and I just have to do my best.
Congratulations. We'll let you go celebrate.
Thanks.
Guys.
So Travis Rosen makes it all the way to the number 2 spot on our leaderboard, beating the course in 1:16.26, pushing level 10 gymnast Ben Wicks to number 3. Total of 9 athletes are now on the leaderboard, leaving 21 positions still available. Coming up, he's part firefighter, part track and field champion, but can Tony Reddick cross the finish line on this course and crack our top 30? Find out when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to a balmy night in Miami where the Southeast Regional qualifying round of American Ninja Warrior rolls on. I'm Matt Eisman alongside Olympic gold medalist Jonny Moseley. We are searching for 30 athletes to move on to the regional finals, and in good position is stock investor Travis Rosen, who blew through these obstacles to complete the course in 1:16. But following in Travis's footsteps were several more athletes. 21-year-old personal trainer Colton Sansom, electrician Andy Taylor, Navy engineer Adam Grossman, and 30-year-old Adam Hughes from Bonita Springs. They all made it onto our leaderboard in the 5th, 7th, 10th, and 12th positions, respectively. Hoping to crack that leaderboard a little bit later will be the Harlem Globetrotter, Bull Bullard. But we have him right now on the sidelines with Angela's son.
I just got styled out with Bull Bullard from the legendary Harlem Globetrotters. What brought you out here tonight?
To show my athleticism, my versatility that I bring on and off the court.
Can you show me how to do some fancy moves?
Woo!
Can I do it? Can I try it?
Hold your finger up in.
This is awesome.
Come and see you live. Come and see you live. You see it, guys.
Good luck tonight. Guys, back up to you.
Thanks, Angela. Next on the course is walk-up competitor Rico Rivera. Looks like he walked right out of a video game, Johnny.
He does. Rico's a DJ in the Tampa area, but also does stage combat shows for up to 4,000 people where he incorporates some of his parkour moves, says he lives his life pretty stress-free and doesn't sweat the small stuff. Let's see if the American Ninja Warrior course qualifies as small stuff for Rico.
Putting on a show there at the starting line, Johnny.
Yeah, he's got the tribal warrior gear and tattoos. Looks ready to do battle right now, Matt.
Got a little bit of the Mike Tyson thing on his face there. The scampers through the quad steps without a problem. And Rico flies down the log grip, no hesitation.
Yo, high-stepping the bungee bridge. He's really moving quickly, Matt.
Gives the mini tramp a little test. And a good jump, a little low on the cargo net though, but summoning his warrior spirit to get up and over.
Yes, he is. Rico told us he's a born entertainer, loves to perform, and so far he has not disappointed. He is putting on a show through 4 obstacles.
And looks like he readies himself again, waiting for the jump to the swing circle. The leap's so important. Got to get a good jump up and control that momentum, and he's done it.
Good forward momentum. Got the two-handed grip, and again.
But you can see he's starting to move diagonal and getting that dreaded side-to-side movement going.
Yep, here it is. If you start swinging side to side on this one, it's nearly impossible to correct yourself. That's the problem with jumping with 2 hands as opposed to doing it like monkey bars.
trying to quiet his body before he attempts the next transfer. The crowd yelling go, but you can see his body saying no.
Oh, he's just about out of gas, Matt. You can see it in his eyes.
But look at this. Desperately trying to build the momentum, and he makes it to the next circle. What a great effort by Rico.
All right, I'm believing that was a great save, but here he goes again. That side-to-side movement is so tough to control. His arms have to be dying at this point.
You can see him kicking his legs, a desperate attempt to get that momentum going front to back. Oh, a valiant effort, but Rico is down. A great effort, though, Johnny.
Absolutely, he wanted it so badly. Showed tremendous heart, but ultimately it came down to body control. This obstacle is so draining to begin with. Any extra movement is going to sap your energy further, and that's what led to Rico getting wet.
Just couldn't get it to stabilize in time. All the strain just went out the door, so a lot of fun, good times.
Up next, it's a 34-year-old firefighter from Miami, Florida, Tony Reddick. He was also a track and field superstar right here at Florida International University.
Yeah, I graduated from Florida International University. I found out the tryouts for American Ninja Warrior were going to be held here on campus. I was excited. You know, it was a familiar place for me. Ran track and field here. We set the school record in the triple jump. But that training also is what I carried over into preparing for the fire department. Part of my job being a firefighter requires us to stay physically fit, and you do need to have a good amount of grip strength. Sometimes we have to carry heavy equipment weighing anywhere from 40 to 50 pounds, which is going to help me because it's a lot of grip strength required to pass the course. I'm pretty confident about completing the course. I've trained and I've prepared. So now when preparation meets opportunity, should have success, right?
I'm expecting him to blaze through these quad steps. I think he could probably just hit one or two of them and skip all four of them. I mean, the triple jump is gnarly.
Cautious through the quad steps.
He used all four appendages. He used 2 feet and his hands. He's a wise competitor. You can't sell any of these obstacles short. The second you do, you're in the drink.
And gets through the log rib without a hitch. Whoa, and right through the bungee bridge, a little stumble.
Right to the top.
Great use of the trampoline
Marionette
there.
on the jump hang. Yeah, he's got trampoline skills. That's huge, and he's going to really need that when he comes up on the swing circle right now, because it's a further distance than even the jump hang from the edge of the trampoline.
But again, you talked about his jumping skills should serve him well.
Oh, he's got ups for sure.
And a nice transition to the second ring, the long arms making it easy.
Well, he is one of our taller competitors, 6'2", 200 pounds.
Now onto the wall lift. And giving him no trouble at all, very solid. And no signs of fatigue. And he's through the wall lift. A little pause and first attempt on the warped wall. Oh!
Well, Matt, as we've seen time and time again, the warped wall can take it out of you, whether you're tired or not. It's all about the technique here.
Absolutely have to run up it, not into it. Tony readies for his second attempt. And look at that grab. Nice. Great adaptation, and Tony Reddick has completed this qualifying course a time of 1:31. And considering he missed him his first attempt on the warped wall, that's fast.
Well, what I really liked about his run is the adjustment he made after his first failed attempt at the warped wall. He realized, oh, that was wrong, made the mental adjustments. That's what it's going to take to get through Mount Midoriyama.
So Tony Reddick cracks the top 10 on our leaderboard, holding tight at number 5, almost 30 seconds behind Drew Dreschel, who's still sitting comfortably at number 1. When we return, Harlem Globetrotter Bull Bullard swears he has the skills to beat this course. Will he foul out or make a slam dunk into our top 30? Find out when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior, where we are nearing the end of the Southeast Regional qualifying round. And believe it or not, the times being posted continue to get faster.
And with some of the biggest names still waiting to take the course, we could be looking at lots of movement all over the leaderboard.
4 more athletes completed the course and did it fast. College student Thomas Hall in 1:24. Brendan Kelly finished in 1:33. Power plant manager William Brown charged through the course at 1:28. And Sean Morris, the 24-year-old from Sarasota, had them all beat at 1:09. On the leaderboard, it's Sean Morris who takes the number 2 spot. The others all make it into the top 10. So 18 positions are filled in all, which means 12 spots are still available. Now, out of Birmingham, Alabama, it's 28-year-old Toshio Sidney Ando. He's a physical therapy student with a penchant for the outdoors.
Matt, that's an understatement. Besides doing parkour, this guy rock climbs, juggles fire, and even walks a high wire without a net. Crazy, man. Couple that with one-finger pull-ups, and you've got one heck of an athletic combination that should translate very well on this course.
See Toshio getting his head into the game now, standing at the ready. His wife Connie on the sidelines cheering him on.
Double stepping the quad steps. Whoa, stumbles, but he recovers and he's through.
You know, Toshio is half Japanese, half Jewish, and he grew up in Mexico, so definitely diverse. No problems with the law grip onto the bungee bridge, taking a cautious approach, and it gets him through.
Well, he's seen others slip up, and he doesn't want to make the same mistake.
And right up onto the jump hang. Good mounts on the net. Grabs tightly with both hands.
Well, that's as good a spot as any to grab onto the net, except for the very top, of course.
Well, he rolls out of the net like a pro, and now sizing up the swing circle. And a strong bounce off the tramp. Both hands onto that first circle.
Oh, and look at that, Matt. I thought he'd have trouble with that double grip, but he built up great momentum with that massive first swing, and he's carried it through like Tarzan.
And onto the wall lift, powering through, no hold up here.
Man, looks like he's trying to make up some time, jogging to each wall. He looks focused on that warped wall now, Matt.
And he looks strong, having made it through those first 6 obstacles. Sizing up the wall, but his arms have to be aching right now, and here he is. Oh, could not hold on.
Now he's breathing heavy. Could be a sign that he's almost out of gas.
Here he goes, second attempt. And he gets one hand up and both, and he's done it. Toshio drags himself up with a vice-like grip, and he is finished. Toshio Sidney Ando is now on our leaderboard.
What a run, except for that gap in the very beginning and 2 attempts at the warped wall. His pace and persistence paid off.
Next up, he's out of South Beach, Florida, and he's a Harlem Globetrotter. It's Bo Bullard.
One of my favorite shows because not only did they dunk off the court, but they dunked off a mini tramp. So he should have no problem with the jump hang.
I'm one of the most versatile players that we have on the team. I'm an amazing 4-point shooter. I do a lot of backflips. I'm a dunker. What don't you know about Bull Bullard is that I collect shoes. Yeah, and socks. I have close to 60, maybe 70 pair of shoes in my closet right now. All basketball shoes. It ranges from Nike foam posits to Jordan, so you never know. We work out every day, we practice every day, we play every day. So being in top shape is required, just like it is out here. Just to show my versatility, I wanted to come out here with you guys tonight. I am a Harlem Globetrotter, but that still doesn't set me apart from no one else. They could be great athletes, I'm a great athlete, we're all great athletes out here to take on this American Ninja Warrior tonight.
And there are Bull's horns, his signature sign. You can see his fans in the audience flashing it back to him now.
Oh,
look at those long, wow. That's as good as we've seen anybody go through the quad steps.
This could be his weakness here. You don't have to have a lot of fingertip strength. Work on the basketball, but gets through the log grip.
The bungee bridge, good. Oh, he stumbles on it. So easy to get a foot caught up, especially when they're size 14. Now, like you talked about, let's see what he does on the trampoline.
Oh, with ease. Almost grabbed on, almost got his teeth on the top rope.
Talk about a jump. Bull Bullard looking fantastic. Again, we don't see guys over 6 feet tall that often in the competition. Bull Bullard doing great so far.
I don't suspect this should be a problem for him either, which it's not.
Long arms, should be able to go arm over arm in the swing circles. Can give you much better body control.
You got to use his lower, yeah, he doesn't even need to really use his lower body. It looks easy. He's smiling. Oh, he's waving to people.
He is a showman, of course.
He is clowning this course right now.
Bull Bullard doing a fantastic job. One of the strongest runs we've seen. But now the warped wall.
Look at him. He is wasting a little time here. This is a tough region.
And you really, wasting time now means he has to get up this warped wall.
He looks confident.
Wow. Bull Bullard!
Hell, that guy's a ninja right there.
And Bull Bullard has turned this Southeast Regional qualifying course into the Washington Generals with a sound thrashing there.
It was so smooth, a minute 27, and he was entertaining the crowd the whole time. He stopped a couple times. He waved to him while he went through the swing circles. He could be the first ever American Ninja Warrior. He made it look easy.
Great athleticism, great control. Let's go to Angela, who's standing by with the bull.
You look like you had so much fun out there. You were working the crowd, waving to them, showing some leg.
This was just fun.
So the American Ninja Warrior course should just be like your second home.
I got to put the Globetrotters first, then the American Ninja Warrior. This is pretty much harder a little bit.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thanks, Angela. Well, that performance puts Bull Bullard onto the leaderboard in the 6th position, with Toshio Sidney Ando finding a spot at number 11. Coming up, our last runner of the night, David Flip Rodriguez. The masked man of Miami takes the course for his shot at the top 30 when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to Miami for more American Ninja Warrior. Well, the moment of truth has arrived. We are down to the final runner in this Southeast Regional qualifying round, and the pressure is on for hometown favorite David Flip Rodriguez, the 23-year-old free runner wearing the mask that has become his trademark.
The main reason behind the mask is because when I have it on, you can't tell what I'm feeling, you can't tell what I'm thinking, you can't tell anything. I have the mask painted black and white. Black is for the past, the negative, and I have the white for the positive, the future. Just reassures me that any obstacle in front of me is not impossible to beat.
Yes! I'm gonna be the next American Ninja Warrior.
My normal day consists of teaching free running and parkour. We're here teaching the youth class, ages anywhere from 5 to 9. I push my students to do the best they can do and try to perfect everything they can. Just strive for the best. Honestly, the $500,000 is amazing. I just really want the title, because the title is something they can't take from me ever.
And there are David's students and his girlfriend, Angie, supporting him from the sidelines.
Claims his best skill is adapting. Let's see if he can adapt to this qualifying course.
Little two-footed technique. Not making any mistakes there. Great job.
This is the first time he's been able to compete in front of all his fans, his friends, his students. He has a parkour academy here.
A lot of expectation in your hometown. Wow! He sailed right to the top of that jump hang. Great use of that mini tramp.
Yeah, he's moving nicely.
Lost his hat.
Through this course, he is on a great pace. Now, he said he's been doing a lot of rock climbing and practicing his grip strength, which should help him here on the swing circle.
And Flip very lean, but surprisingly strong.
Oh yeah, his strength to weight ratio is incredible. When you look at him, he's a little guy, but he's so fit.
And made the swing circle look easy. The wallet, though, could be challenging for one of the smaller competitors, but not for Flip. And look at this, right up the warp wall. Oh my goodness! And the rivalry, apparently he took it to heart, because young Flip Rodriguez has blown away this qualifying course. The first sub-1 minute time, 57 seconds. A fantastic run. Let's go down to Angela, who's standing by with Flip.
Under a minute, Flip. Wow, you just blazed through that course. Anything that slowed you down at all?
I was just worried about the quadriceps. After that, it's pretty much a piece of cake for me.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Guys, back up to you.
Thanks, Angela. So David Flip Rodriguez in the final run of the night takes the top spot on our leaderboard. He finished the course nearly 5 seconds faster than comeback kid Drew Dreschel, who is now bumped to number 2. Harlem Globetrotter Bull Bullard ends the night at number 7, with NFL pro Cameron Wimbley in 9th. A total of 21 athletes completed the Southeast qualifying course. That means the remaining 9 spots will be filled by competitors who got through the wall lift in the fastest time. That includes Jacob Seiler. The Phoenix rises from the ashes and makes it into the Southeast Regional Finals at number 30. Johnny, what is your takeaway from this qualifying round?
Well, the Southeast Regional was so impressive with talent to spare. There was Cameron Wimbley, the Tennessee Titans defensive end, who demolished our course. He literally hit the wall, then climbed right up it. We saw Drew Dreschel, a used car lot marketing manager from Gainesville, Florida, who tore up his knee at Mount Midoriyama last year, proved that he is so physically back and ready to take on the beast again. And then there was the Harlem Globetrotter Bull Bullard, who glided through this course, entertaining the audience the whole time, and he advances to the regional final. He might be the most athletically gifted guy we've seen in the country.
Well, these 30 competitors are moving on to the last regional finals before the competition moves to Mount Midoriyama in Las Vegas.
That's true, Matt. This group will face an even more challenging extended course with 3 new brutal obstacles.
And only 15 of the 30 will move on to Las Vegas, where they will take on the most difficult obstacle course on the planet, Mount Midoriyama, with $500,000 hanging in the balance. For Jonny Moseley and Angela Sun, I'm Matt Eisman, and we'll see you next time on American Ninja Warrior.